These were food delivery driver mishaps. In 2021, a DoorDash delivery went wrong when the driver dropped a pizza and put it right back in the box with his bare hands. It happened to Rodney King Jr. of Detroit and his wife, Kanita.
Neither one of us felt like cooking, so she said, how about we get pizza tonight? While he was walking up, he was holding the pizza vertically.
Which could be why the pepperoni pizza fell right out.
At that point, I'm shocked. My wife's sitting there and all, and we were just hoping that he would give us a phone call.
The driver put the breadsticks on top of the box and left.
We called DoorDash, and we received a refund.
In 2019, a Jimmy John's delivery driver put his mouth on the lid of a soda before dropping it off at a home in Chicago. Emily Brim's 12-year-old son alerted her to what happened.
Our first instinct was like, nobody eat anything, nobody touch anything, and then we just called the store right away.
In a statement, Jimmy John's said the behavior seen in the video is not consistent with the standards we expect from our employees.
Our biggest thought was, what if he was sick? What if he had something that we could have caught? And luckily, it didn't go that far.
In 2023, this DoorDash driver looked like she was dropping off a delivery, but as she got to the door, she grabbed a package and took off. Jim Murray has more.
Similar incidents involving DoorDash and other food delivery companies have happened all over the country.
This DoorDash driver dropped off food at an apartment building in Berkeley, California. Before leaving, she loaded a bunch of packages into a post office container and left. In Roanoke, Virginia, this driver showed up holding a DoorDash bag, then took off with the package containing a new cell phone, among other things. Homeowner Catherine Schaefer says a guy delivering fast food took off with the package for her dog.
I was really angry. We ended up getting it on the phone, actually, with DoorDash for probably 2 hours that night.
DoorDash told Inside Edition, quote, more than 99.99% of all deliveries on our platform occur without any safety-related incident at all, including theft. We have zero tolerance for theft. In 2025, a food delivery driver was accused of reaching for his gun in a dispute over a tip.
I said to myself, it's either him or me.
Stephen Fabian has more.
Cops say it all started when a driver working for DoorDash, America's #1 food delivery service, delivered $100 worth of groceries to a home in Vancouver in Washington state. The driver claimed he was stiffed on the tip.
The driver showed up the next day and demanded his tip.
You said cash tip. Back up. Get the out of here. Call the cops. Call the cops right now.
A scuffle broke out.
I didn't realize he had a gun on him until we both made contact.
Anthony Valino said he could feel a gun in the suspect's waistband. He grabbed it from him.
My adrenaline was just soaring through the roof.
And unloaded the bullets. The DoorDash driver got in his car and drove off, but cops caught up with him. He was charged with provoking assault. In 2025, this DoorDash driver was caught dropping food, putting it back in the container, and licking his fingers.
The finger lick was what got everybody. Like, it was the licking of the fingers. It was terrible, Mara. It was. So, it's like you just pick something up off the ground. Not only are you delivering nasty food, you're nasty.
Trina Brown of Florida posted the video to social media of the meal being delivered to her daughter's house. He also tried to stomp out the sauce stain on the porch.
And for me, feeding my grandchildren, that was a big deal. You know, we all have that 2 to 3 second rule. You can pick and choose, but when you don't get to choose and somebody gives it to you.
A DoorDash spokesperson said in a statement, "We're taking this incident very seriously. This behavior is unacceptable, violates our policies, and does not reflect the standard we set for our community. We've addressed the matter with the Dasher and have reached out to the customer directly to make things right." Brown said their meal was refunded and DoorDash gave them an additional $75 credit. Also in 2025, this DoorDasher dropped off an order and took a photo to document the delivery. Mark Carden said as his wife Mandy started eating the Arby's, she felt sick.
She started eating and she started coughing and gasping. Next thing I know that she's gagging enough that it's made her throw up. And I come in here and I noticed that there was some type of spray on the bag. And that's when I went back and watched the footage from my doorbell camera and realized that the food had been tampered with.
When Carden watched the footage, he noticed that after the driver snapped the photo, They sprayed what he thought was pepper spray on the bag.
I've never met her before in her life. Just walk up to our house, spray pepper spray on our food.
Was she happy with the tip? The receipt showed they tipped $2 on a nearly $28 meal. Ann Mercogliano spoke with Sheriff Noah Robinson.
Are you disturbed by what you see on this video?
I am deeply alarmed and disappointed. We're taking the matter very seriously, and we're going to do everything in our power to ensure that this person is held accountable for their actions.
The suspect was later arrested.
Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am. Put your hands on your back for me. This one, you're under arrest, okay?
She was charged with consumer product tampering and battery. But get this, she told cops she was spraying a spider, not the food. She says she's terrified of the critters.
I think of all the things you might want to use to defeat a spider, pepper spray is probably pretty low on my list.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.